Pittsburgh Steelers are back at UPMC Rooney Sports Complex after 4 long weeks at Latrobe at St. Vincent College. We're here day one of practice. 2 new injuries. Joe Haig is dealing with a concussion. Devin Bush has an ankle injury. Mike Tomlin said both of those hopefully return soon. I'd say the biggest story of today is the offensive line, talking about their struggles over the weekend against the Jacksonville Jaguars. You talked to a couple of guys. What are you hearing?
Yeah, so I think Mason Cole kind of summed this up pretty succinctly, and there's 2 ways to look at it. Mason Cole kind of presented a pretty optimistic view of it, saying that it was really all coming down to technique, and that these is stuff that the guys can do in practice, that they have all the tools to do it, but that they were just getting beat, and they just didn't, apply what they were doing in practice to what they were doing in the game. The other part of that is that Mason Cole said they were just plain getting beat in pass protection. Like, they weren't getting out schemed, they were just getting beat, which is not necessarily what you would want to hear either. So it was a little bit of like, okay, the mistakes are fixable, but can they be fixed with these guys right here? And how much time do they have to fix these things before you hit week 1 against the Cincinnati Bengals on the road? Yeah,
no doubt. And I think the other thing, Kendrick Green said that Mike Tomlin somewhat blasted him at film room and said, you got to do better. It was more of he had higher expectations. Green, who obviously struggled, and I think that's all over Twitter at this point, but it was clear to not meet those expectations. The other storyline from today was Mike Tomlin said that this last preseason game will decide a number of competitions, including the left guard and quarterback. I think we both are in agreement that left guard's a real one, but do you imagine that a game against the Lions in their preseason game really matters if Mitch Trubisky's the week 1 starter or not?
Look, if there wasn't, I don't think so, no. And I think if there was a real open competition at quarterback, we would have had more of a signal of that by now. We would have seen Kenny taking some more first-team reps, but we have not seen that to this point. So I think I'm with you. I think this was a little bit of a smokescreen by Tomlin. I think he's just trying to motivate his guys, keep Mitch on his toes, and keep Kenny pushing and not getting too comfortable in his spot right now.
Yeah, I agree. I think that it's just hey, we're not going to award anybody anything until we have to. For the left guard competition, do you think Kendrick Green gets a start again after his performance on Saturday, or do you think that it's time to toss Kevin Dotson in there, see what he could do in his first preseason game?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I think it's time for Kevin Dotson to take step up and take those reps from Kendrick Green. Kendrick Green did seem to kind of, at least from his own account, draw most of the ire of Tomlin when they were going over film after this weekend's game. So I think it's more than reasonable to expect that Dotson steps into that role right now, if not just to see something different, even if Dotson isn't a sure thing in that role, just giving a different look and giving him a shot can't hurt.
No, I agree. I think that, Tomlin said it himself. He said he liked what I saw from Kevin Dotson. I think at this point there's no holding back. That's the route you have to go to at least give it an opportunity.